Today I'm going to hone this Smith and Daniels. It's a Ipswich and Yarmouth English Sheffield blade. And I'm going to hone this up, and then I'm going to send him the razor and the stone to try out at the same time. What I have here, I'm going to set the bevel on a 1K King. This is an old school Japanese synthetic waterstone. And then I have a beautiful Narutaki Asagi here that I'm going to finish the edge off with. I'm going to use the axe method, a method I developed that requires the minimum amount of time, effort on each stone. Okay, here goes the bevel setting. Strokes there on the other side. Okay, so there's so that I'm done with the bevel setting now. Now I'm going to do the finishing. Okay, and what I'm going to do is, in order to test the actual properties of the stone itself, not some Nagara that I picked up somewhere, I'm going to use this worn out diamond plate to raise a slurry on the stone, and then I'm going to hone the razor using this slurry. Okay, got a fairly thin slurry there. And this is a short stone, so the razor's not spending a whole lot of time on this stone. Got to move the slurry back into play. Okay, there's 28 strokes on one side. Okay, 20. Ten. Five. Okay, so there's one set of strokes. Rinse this blade off, and I'm going to dry it, and I'm going to strop it on plain leather, no powders, sprays, or dust, about 20 times. Okay, that was 20. I'm going to go back to the stone here, and do the same routine one more time. Although I'm going to use a little bit lighter pressure this time. Okay, rinse this off again, and I'm going to strop it another 20. Then I'll try a hanging hair test, see if it works. If not, I'll go back to the stone a little bit more. Okay. Okay, so that cut hair immediately out towards the tip there. This is the middle. I got a little bit of action there. Took off that hair about maybe a quarter inch from my finger. That came off immediately. That was at least a quarter inch away. Okay, here's that was a quarter inch. So we passed a hanging hair test pretty easily there. Here's out the end again. Got a violin. Sort of, it's definitely sharp down here at the heel. What I can do is go back to the Asagi stone here and work on this tip out here. And I use a pointed finger method. It just focuses all the energy into the blade from the stone. We don't need to touch the heel down here, just we're talking about the tip now. These stones are such fast cutting that you don't need to put too many additional strokes there. Let me just drop it a bit more. Okay. So we're looking to improve the heel down here. Okay, that cut immediately. That just popped right off. Definitely a hanging hair test in the probably the 3 to 4 range conservatively. That popped off too up onto my finger there, and that is at least a 3. It's sort of subjective, 3 or 4. 5 definitely just falls off pretty much silently. I think we're looking at 4s here, no big deal. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to pack up this blade. Eric bought this stone from me, and I'm going to show him, giving him an example of what the razor can look like coming right off the stone. Now, this edge could be improved, maybe with clear water, maybe with some unique strokes. There's a scissor. Here's a wavy stroke, you know. There are methods here to improve blades, but basically it comes down to weight of the razor, type situations, unique strokes, things like that. But with the axe method, basically the idea is just to get an edge with accurate geometry onto the razor, and then you can custom make or create an edge, whether it's polished or whatever. I'm not a big fan of what people call polished edges because it's sharp already. I mean, you decide how far you want to go. Okay, that's the end of this experiment.